Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. This Is It Network is your global digital TV network connecting remarkable women to inspiring stories. We do that each and every day through our growing community, our engaging content, and the real connections in which we provide. Monday through Friday, and we're going to talk about this in a minute, but Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock Eastern, I tend to show up here and provide a morning message. Last week, we were in Los Angeles, and the schedule was a little crazy as it relates, and I, missed a number of morning messages, which I began to feel. I don't know if any of you felt that, but I began to feel them. And then now I'm going into this weekend. I'm heading back on the road for a small trip, and then I'll be back on Wednesday. So we won't have another morning message until Wednesday. Monday, I won't be here. Tuesday, I have a speaking engagement, and then I'll be back for a morning message on Wednesday. And I was starting to feel all the feelings about it. So I'm like, oh my goodness, my consistency, this is driving me crazy. Okay, when am I going to get back into a rhythm? All the things. Good morning, Lisa. Happy Thursday. All the things. Like, how am I going to get back into the rhythm of my daily scenario? And even more so, and I hope that all of you watch and tune in and want to pay attention to it. But even for me, it's part of my regimen. And I had to show myself some grace. I had to give myself a break. And that's what I'm going to encourage all of you to do as well. That sometimes you have to go with the flow. Sometimes things aren't necessarily going to work itself out. And you can't be everything to everyone and every moment of every day. And you may not necessarily be able to fulfill all the things in which you intended to fulfill, just based on the amount of things that you've got to do, right? Thank you, Lisa. But you must give yourself the grace and the wiggle room to think about, to navigate around, and to get yourself back into that rhythm. So in order for me to do all of these things, not only personally and professionally, I've got to give myself some leave room. I got to give myself some space and some grace to get myself to where it is that I need to be, where it is that I want to be. And for all of you, I suggest you do the same. Are you giving yourself a little bit of a break? Are you allowing for yourself to have a little bit of a leeway? Are you giving yourself an opportunity to breathe? Are you allowing for yourself to feel as if you can be all that you need to be, even if you show up a little late, even if it's not at the specific time or place or energy in which you want for it to be? It doesn't mean that you are failing. It doesn't mean that things will not come together. It doesn't mean it's never going to happen. What it means is that you needed a break in this moment, that the schedule that you had adhered to for so long, we're going to break that chain up a little bit. And that's going to be okay as long as you can begin to regain it, as long as you can get yourself back into that rhythm. And so that's what I'm working on myself. I know that all of you are attempting to get yourself into this rhythm of 2022. It feels, I shouldn't jump the gun, but it feels definitely better than 2021 and definitely better than 2020. And so I hope that you guys are feeling that too. And in order for it to truly feel that way, at least for me, it's about having the fluid nature to be able to put in to place the things that work and remove the things that don't work. It's for me to jump into opportunities when they're available. Good morning, Addie. And then remove them when they no longer fit. And so this is something that I am committed to. Morning messages, Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock. And it doesn't mean that I have a lack of commitment because I've missed a couple last week and a couple in the beginning of next week are going to have to sacrifice for what it is that I'm looking to build. But I have to begin to feel flexible, being flexible. And I hope that you guys are doing the same for what it is that you're up to. Sometimes we're so stringent on what it is that we've put forth that we're not allowing for wiggle room for us to begin to explore other opportunities or take advantage of other things or meet new people or have different conversations because we're so hell-bent on what we said was going to happen. And we're going to do what we said we were going to do. And believe me, adhering to that and being true to our word is important. But I also want us to think about what some types of flexibility, what a break would mean for you. Would that mean that you could come to the table fresher, right? More alert. Good morning, Candy. Happy Thursday. More alert in what it is that you brought to the table. Are you holding on to a schedule and a regiment that's exhausting you and not affording you the ability to be the best of who it is that you are? Are you affording yourself, or you so stringent on something that you want that it is sacrificing how well you do that thing. And I think we all deserve to kind of look at that, whether it's taking a break and going away and being safe and having a safe kind of retreat from all things, or is it a space where it's, I'm going to block out my calendar and I'm not going to have any meetings today, like 0 meetings today. And I'm going to focus on get my nails done or drinking a cup of tea or having a glass of wine, and not feel guilty that that break is going to jam me up, or feel guilty that that break is going to keep me from my goals or objectives. If anything, that break is going to help us keep moving forward, help us stay focused, help us allow for there to be a lot more breathing room in our space, a lot more, just flow in our day. And so as my days and my weeks become crazier, because that is what I'm signing up for, right? For things to get a lot busier, for there to be a larger empire for me to manage, I need to make sure that I place into place the breaks that are necessary for me to stay focused, for me to be fully what it is that I need to be. And that means that I have to adjust my schedule sometimes. That means that I have to get comfortable being uncomfortable, being like, okay, this is not going exactly as I had intended, or how I had promised even. Which leads me to say, I'm sorry that there will not be a morning message on Monday. Unfortunately, there won't be a morning message on Tuesday. I will be back on Wednesday. That hurts. And the majority of you who have ever been in the same position are like, ooh, it hurts. And then what we do is we try to stand on one leg and make it happen and get into these uncomfortable situations. And we end up not showing up the way we wanted to show up in the first place. And so I want us to think about what a break means to us, the break that we all deserve, I believe, and giving ourselves permission to take that break and adjust our schedules and make things, work itself out so you come in your freshest self. And I think that we need to begin to trust the fact that we are in an abundant space, that if you decide to take a break, that the whole world is not going to implode, that there will be emails on the other side of that break, and people will still want to meet with you, and they'll still want to talk to you, and they'll still want to build business with you and have you as a consultant or purchase your product or service. You just need a break. And you need the time in order to take that break, and you need to give yourself permission to take that break. And you need to regroup, reorganize, and come back fresh. So if no one has given you permission to take this break, maybe even cut the week off right now and take off tomorrow. If no one has said, okay, Sheldon, you can do and handle this. Okay, Addie, Candy, Lisa, you can take a break. If no one has told you that to this point, I am saying, you can take a break. You can relax, because everything that is meant for you will be here on Monday or on Tuesday. Everything that's meant for you will be there again when you tune in, when you are therefore refreshed. So do me a favor, my new and old friends, take the break you need in order to show up the way in which you want to show up. So you can present yourself the way in which you want to. So you're clear on who you are, what you want, and why you deserve it. And you can, with confidence, scream your dream. I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor, and this is it. Encouraging you all to take the break that's necessary in order for you to be your best self. I do this Monday through Friday when able at 11 o'clock Eastern in hopes of encouraging all of you to find your voice, to tell your story, to no longer whisper your wishes, but to, in fact, scream your dream. If you need me for anything, log on to thisisItTV.com. You can follow, fan, and like us everywhere you find at This Is It TV. Our next meetup will be on February 28th. It's a Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern via Zoom. A link to register for our meetup that will be happening at the end of the month can be found within the post. Please, please, please. Last night was amazing. Thank you so much, Dr. Janice Asher, for our Ask the Doc, brought to you by our friends at VivoDoc. Was so wonderful to meet and talk about eating without shame. We'll be doing more of these roundtable discussions on a number of different topics. So stay tuned as we talk about what we're going to be doing come the rest of the month, as well as March and April. If you have any suggestions regarding a talk that you'd like to either execute or be a part of, please let me know in the comments below or send me a direct message. Again, it's okay for you to take a break. It's okay for you to move in the direction to get closer to what it is that you want. I will see you all on Wednesday. Again, no morning message tomorrow, Monday or Tuesday. I will see you again on Wednesday for another morning message. Take that break, regroup, and I'll see you soon. Take care.